French. Is there any reason, okay? First of all, do you see the number 1? This is 10. There's a 1 inside the 0, right? 1, 13. 1 to 13 is 91. Bringing the alternate. What? Alternate current is AC. Alternate current is AC inside the M. Left side, right side. See the 2 ears over here? Where's the rabbit that goes below? Where's the letter that goes below? See the little skunk, skunk's tail, fox over here? We already know. And I'm going to look for the picture. I may not have it. I'm going to have to look it up. But the yin and the yang is 2 penguins. That's what it is. My eyes. What was the first thing you saw? 2 penguins. That's what counts to me. Otherwise, I'd be scared. Only peace can bring sovereignty, which can bring love. Love is a division. The O letter, okay? The O letter, the reason there is no God, okay, is because we're not allowed to use the O letter. They use a hyphen. Hyphen. Spell hyphen, it's with PH. It's a created letter. P and H is a created letter. P is the 16th letter, bringing in the light. H, or HP, or the horsepower, bringing in the divided day. 8, 16 is 24, 68, 78, 84. 84 is the number to Pluto. Pluto is inside our birth. Therefore, the only God that you can know is the divided God between G and D. G, 07, D, 04. 64 and 67. 64 and 67, 131. Alternate current, 19 and 19. The spirit is 76. Comes out from this alternate current, which is created through the M in our mother. Ma, AM, this is your dream, my friends. L'amour fait en notre maison de foyer. That's right, under our sun. Under the sun that was made. I talk like this because I make it up from the numbers that I was taught in numerology. But if numerology and numbers don't work, then we're going to have to eliminate this machine. Because this machine ain't no good. It's full of numerology. 3, 6, 9. 1, 2 is 3. 5 and 7 is 12. 1, 2 is 3. 4 and 8 is 12. 1, 2, and 3. That's your first X of love. Your first X of love? How about your first act of love? Association, bringing 2 things together. That is the love that changes everything, because you must always comply to making sure that the 2 work. And in order to make the 2 work, we have to understand the gear system. Gears work. If you take 2 gears that do not comply, they will not work. We are the gold. We are the ignet. We are the pliable gold. We are GI, the birth of the gateway. 7 and 9. 67 and 69. 120, 129, 136. When you add up 1 to 16, which is the letter P, it equals to 136. That's a touchdown. Automatically, the 1 spirit, and the 1 spirit is inside of I. I is an 8. G is 313. The piano gateway, 3-1, automatically is the D inside God. Today is Benny Goods' unveiling, and his unveiling and his name stands for a reality that I see back from hundreds of years ago that I would never have if it wasn't for this man. I'm going to put a picture on and show you who he was. I went fishing with this gentleman. He passed away last year at the age of 92, but he passed away. Let me tell you one thing. For everything that I've ever missed in my life, I 100% believe. That's my belief. That's okay, isn't it? I'm going to see it somewhere else. All our lives are streamed. This is all on video recording. That's right. We have a star system, and everybody's a star. Every single one of you. Somehow we're going to pay the price at the end of life. We're going to sit back in the seat, and we're going to live. Whatever we screwed somebody with, we are going to go and live that in a short period of time until we say, oh my God, I understand, and you'll never want to live it again. Understanding, okay, AM. See the separation in here? It's not. This is your separation over here. Don't count the greatest gap. Count the smallest gaps. See the way things are together? See the way the U is a larger gap between U and R than A and M. Why do we need a closer gap with A and M than we do with U and R? Why does M contort with O? Why do we have, you see the piece over here? It's a way, it comes together. Inside of here creates an I. When we move these together, they fit exactly. There is no I. The O will rock on the M. Do I make it all up? I have no choice. It's in the numbers. And I'm only working on regular numbers. I'm talking in layman terms. You know what a fireman is? He's a guy who puts out the fire. He shows up with a red truck and the fire is orange. Man's got soul. Soul inside the red truck because he's putting out the orange fire that sometimes, it's not sometimes, but is always blue energy. Always blue energy. When I close my eyes real tight, I see it in my head. Oh, let me make you a bed, sir. Thank you very much. So let's put this away on the side. Something my son bought me when he was about 10 years old. Bullet points. Getting right to the fact. Bull. Extraterrestrial. Tell. Tell. Bull. Bullet. Tell the bull. Right? Point. Okay? Let's not say joint. That connects everything together. Let's make the point to explain the fact. Let me pick up a few things here. The flags of the world. You ever hear of New World? Here's Greece. I had to knock out Greece and put Greece here. I have to knock this out. You see, here's the United States flag. Greece is in Quebec, the four cornerstones of Alpha Omega. Okay, the horseshoe is because Quebec owns the power. And it's Greece. Greece. The oil, everything you want to talk about Greece. The 728, that's perfect. 728 moons. 7 by 20 is 140 and 56 is 196 rotation. 196. 1 and 9 is 10. 1 and 6 is 7. 7 and 10 is B52. 5 times 2, 5 plus 2. That is your center connect. That is your center low V inside love. I asked the rabbi, Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, about 7286, okay? And he says, tetra. He says, why do you ask me this question? Now, this is 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Slaughter and sacrifice. 5281, 7286. This year, okay, is 2015. So we're going to take the calculator and we're going to go 7286. Are we not even on, eh? We're going to go 7286 minus 2015 equals, well, we don't even get that, do we? Can we see this? No, we're not going to do it that way. I'm just going to say it right here. We're going to take away the Hebrew New Year from here, 5776. So I'm going to put it down here, 5776. And the total is 0, 1, 5, right here, 1510. Actually, it's 1516. It's alternate current, but it also says joy as in love joy. Okay, 5776, 2001. 2001. Next year is the year 2000. Why? Because it's a countdown from time creation of the 9 lives of the cat, because that's what this represents. Slaughter in the house of sacrifice. Sacrifice is a ball. You take the ball, you make an out in baseball, right? The sacrifice. But at the same time, the runner advances forward and sometimes he scores. Moving the runner forward is the sacrifice. 1510, 151, 74, right? 74 and 77, Jesus Christ. 151, 33 by 47, Jesus Christ. 1551, just after Moses. Moses is 47 by 47. Jesus is 33 by 47 equals to 3760. 3760 from this. Let me calculate that. 3760 minus 3760 equals to 3526. Electric company. 52 is the earth inside, creation on the outside. 35 electric company. The difference between 26 and 9 is 35. The total is 61. Bringer of the light. 5281 in 2005 when it all began, right? But 2005 is really 2006, right? So 5281 minus this equals to what amount? Let me do that again. 5281 minus 7286. Is that what it is? Let's just add 2005 to this, and it's 7286. Okay, but we were in the year 2005, which is really the year 2006. Okay, so instead of 7286, we would have to do 52. Is it 5280? Is that how I get this? 5280 becomes 5286, which is the same thing as 7286. Same number. Next year is the year 2000. Why is it that? Because it becomes 5777. At the seventh gate, we need 2000. And we don't even need any of this, okay? This says Egypt. The last one is 2 and 8, which is the cycle. The cycle is inside Egypt. The passage of the Holy Land is inside, next to Egypt or with Egypt, and through the Bering Sea, some kind of angle. I don't know what it is. I have to do a lot more work. But this is next year. 2000, the year 2000, the countdown, because in 1999, okay, in 1999, 1998, 1998 is 666 times 3. What is 1998? I didn't want to do it here. I'm going to do it on the back over here. 5777, okay? 57, 78, 79, 80, and 81. This is 123. This is Venus. 123 times 47 equals 5781. This is all about the moons of Venus. Electric company. Inside Hara, Raja, okay, the king that cometh. This is the year 2000. This is -1. This is -2. This is -3. And boom, when you're in this year, you have reached this year because this is a countdown to this year. So this is -3. 2 and 1 is 11 because 5 and 6 bring you to the seventh gate on the dice. 11 and 3 is 14, which is now coming to the time of AD. Now, I shouldn't really be talking about that. I just want to count that this year over here, inside this year, this Hebrew New Year, okay, 5780 is actually the end of the complete cycle of time. What do we do about 3? We have to end this 4 years in advance. Why? Because there's no payout. There's no payout with these dice. You see, there's no payout with these dice. 2 and 1, there's no payout. 1 and 1, there's no payout. This is 2, and this is 3. There's no payout. And in the Jewish religion, they have the payach. The payach. They also have the Pesach. Okay, and I'm not going to explain this either. I'm just showing you how words join together. Okay, here's your 57. This is the year 2000. This is the year 1999, 1998, 1997, 1996, 1996. The light of Jupiter. The light of Jupiter. When you this, okay, the tail of the light, the two connecting between the two sides, 1 and 7, it is still, the only real 7 is this. This is the only real 7 you can have. There is no other. You cannot make any other because this, when I put it on top, boom. If I turn it this way, boom. If I turn it this way, boom. I turn this dice 3 times and 3 different ways. I've got this angle, I've got this angle, and this. There is one thing I want to show you how we do things. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to walk back from my chair. I'm going to turn this a little bit. Sorry about that. See this foot? Here's number 4, right? Here's number 4. My sole is pointing to the left. My knee joint is turned to the right. I get one more person to stand, 44, and we join 2 soles together. Okay? 2 soles together. I have one foot that's going down, okay, on the floor. This is going east-west. This is what I want to show you. Here is the house. Of course it's going to be silly. Everything's going to be silly because everything simple is silly. Silly goose. At the same time, when I was doing all this, if you want to know from where I come, we're going to show you that I've been looking at this. These are 10 years old. Look what comes up with it. Latitude and longitude inside the roulette. Look at the light. Look how much smaller the light is between here and here. I don't know how it works. If the light goes in here and gets tunneled, I don't know how that works. You know, they spin the roulette wheel this way, right? But you're standing up this way as it spins. How a rabbi found peace of personal what's it called? Okay, we're not going to read any of this. There's going to be an election next year. It'd be funny if they elected a Jew. That would be really funny. Let's elect a Jew, right? Not that I have anything against a Jew. I'm Jewish. This has nothing to do with that. I'm Jewish. So, the year 2012. Okay, now this was taken out of my computer over 10, not over 10 years ago, 10 years ago. And what I wanted to point out is 2012, 2 times 2 is 4, times 503, electric company. Earth and Jupiter, always connecting Earth and Jupiter. What happens is 3 and 5 has a spirit dot in this. It's actually 2 and 4. The circle of life runs through this one spirit, and it becomes the 9 lives of the cat, because 2 and 4 is the lives of the cat. I'm not going to talk about this. This is Binyamin. Look it up. Okay. July 7th of 2007 was a Saturday. I especially, for the only time in my life, I went to church on this day, or synagogue, special because of it. This year, 7777. It's never happened before. The solar system arrangement. And you know what? The horse races that are running right now, Solar Sister, things about the moon, Happily Gay. Those are the names of horses that are coming out right now, because you can't hide what's in the mind. The 10th planet has a 500-year orbit. According to the Jewish astrology, there's a major planet that has an orbit in our solar system of 6,000 years, according to Rabbi Chaim Vital, who names his planet Binyamin after the 12th son, tribe of Jacob. So if you're trying to look for Nibiru, okay, I suggest that if you're trying to look for Nibiru, look for this name over here. Let me take one more cycle. 1948, the birth of Abraham. 24, right? 1948, just after the war, right? But I'm going back at the beginning of time. 2448, the exodus of the Jews, the people from Israel. Now multiply Moses, okay? Now use this. 50 times 47 equals 2350, right? 2350 to this brings Moses to about 98 years old. The exodus. 2489, the Jewish people entered the promised land. In 2935, King Solomon built a temple. In 3948, the end of the Messianic era. Since this time, 3948, okay, 3760 is the 0 time. So 37 is 212 years. 212, no, it's 188 years. The time of Ra, okay? The time of Ra. Then in 4895, 5458, 5500, and so forth. 5500 is 1740. And now we're at 5775. So this is documented And what if you want to take a look at, just let me fix my camera here, is that since I began this work, I have noticed big time, more than ever, that the Bible seems to be following the Torah. Oh my God, like almost the same, because it is the same. We only have one period of time, 7 billion people that come into this land, and boom, on the next page. Therefore, currently, this year is 5765, the year 2005. We are in the last period since 1740 in Electric Company, 5500 in the Jewish years. According to my teacher, Reb Akia Ginsburg, the last period is assured to be in the house of Pisces, which symbolizes spiritual knowledge and all the knowledge that will become in the hands of everyone. Readily available, unlike any other time in history. Just think of the changes this world has undergone since 1740. Progressive knowledge and understanding available to every human being, unlike no other period in history. Therefore, I expect the science to find this 10th planet in the sign of Pisces at the current angle in the year 2005 of 15.9 degrees Pisces, and expect it to be at a distance from the sun that gives it a 500-year orbit, which, considering Pluto has an 84-year orbit. P for light, light energy, 7.3 in Pluto is Nibiru, 73326, 73326. 1628 is the cycle, 38, 48, 49 is the gateway, 59, 69 is the rotation, 79, 84, boom, 84-year cycle. Orbit makes Binyamin over 5 times further from the sun than Pluto. 5 times further, 5 times 84, 420, 80, 420 is the weed we talk about, blocked inside our minds. Certain numbers we can't repeat. Can't smoke weed, because if you start repeating the numbers, you'll start to think, because these minds, okay, although our DNA has been altered, you cannot alter the truth. 15, Binyamin 5, okay, the spiritual knowledge passed down over the generations is always correct. So we just wait for science to prove that it is correct in these years of enlightenment. There was a Sephardic Kabbalah, a Makabul, and I call it the Kabbalah, right? They have to reuse everything, who said in 1946, Zion is real, the spirit of Zion is real, of artificial intelligence, the 1900s, after horrendous news has happened in World War II, the Nazis, okay, in small letters, okay, not big letters, who announced that within 7 years of the 10th planet being found, the majority of the world would believe God and the spirit world and all its spiritual knowledge, especially palmistry, the lines of the hand that hold the map to the person's destiny. You don't see it? We're going to draw it. We're going to follow the line. I'm going to follow the line. Whoop. The hands of destiny. Try to do this with your hand if you could. The lines do not lie. All the lines contort to the exact area that they are. My lines, 2 lines, are perfectly straight. What does it mean? Can't tell you what somebody else told me, because then you would say, well, that's not true. You just said it. Okay, I did. So now I'm not. I can't see everything. You got to make it up yourself. Palmistry line. So now we're going to go on to the last page and read. There are some who predict that when Uranus in Pisces conjuncts Binyamin, Pisces at 16 degrees in Pisces in the 26th week, 31st of March 2007, and from the 24th to the 30th of September 2007, we can expect the unexpected spiritual surprise. Well, guess what? It's the 8th year of that right now. 8.5 is Spirit Matrix. Numbers touch. I don't know what it means, but that's where it is. I I guess I'm knocking myself silly with these flies. Boy, I got, that's pretty gray, eh? Went out as a redhead tonight. Raphael. There's a few more things I want to mention. Tahiti. Those who pay the price of time are the carriers of the price. Lo and behold, Montreal Canadiens, 24 Stanley Cup, who carries the price? Carey Price is their goaltender who stops and puts up goose eggs, alternate current inside M&M. 26, 62, 88, the house of the queen, the house of the rising sun. Raphael, 7286. Do you see how flat the earth is? It's sitting flat on all the lines right over here. It's levels, but it looks round, doesn't it? But earth is flat. The oceans are in levels. Suez Canal, Panama Canal, this is bent. So I'm not going to take this any further. Raphael, 72, 86 in a constellation of Pegasus. Have a nice day on the first Sunday at the beginning of the new Hebrew year, 5776. 76 times 76. 7 and 6 is 13. 5 and 7 is 12. 7 and 6 is 13. 5776 on the two ends is 5 and 6 equals to 11. In between is 7 and 7 equals to 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to the sun. 1 times 1 plus 1 is equals to 3. 3, that's weird. Okay, Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.